Molloy is someone you'll hear before you see, and when he enters the classroom, every student sits up and listens. Communicative, effervescent Molloy received his master's degree in history, but after a day in a Rhode Island public school, his career took an odd turn. Instead of teaching, he became a bus driver, which he did for 20 years, eventually graduating through the ranks to become the union leader. Today, Professor Scott Molloy is a labor relations scholar at the University of Rhode Island, where he has twice been named the Carnegie Foundation's Professor of the Year.
Within a few months, I was over at RIPTA where my grandfather had been a trolley car conductor.
That's why you started working at RIPTA?
Yeah, because it was easy for me to get a
connection.
job. And my two uncles worked there. One of them was a business agent of the union, so that's how I got in that. But it was really one of the best paying blue-collar jobs in the state at the time. Well, I never went around bragging that I had a master's degree or a college degree because most of the people there had high school degrees or GEDs or no degree. But I also have that type of personality. I still tell my students that your personality is your number one vocational talent. More than anything you've learned, more than your GPA, if you've got the gift of gab and you're pleasant and people like you, boy, that's money in the bank.
Is there anything you would say, because you said you're a reformer at heart, that rebel without a cause attitude, is there any specific reason you're that way? Is that just your personality? Is it your parents brought you up?
I think I was a rebel without a cause when I was a teenager. Definitely, as I got older, I became a rebel with a cause, which was to try and help people out who needed help, to try and create a world where people took responsibility and had a leading role in their own destiny. And I certainly did a lot of that with the bus drivers.
Now 64 years old, Dr. Scott Molloy still has more energy than most of his students and continues to lecture on labor studies all around the country. His labor collection of history can be seen at the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., and he does not plan to retire until he turns 70.